What if I told you Obamacare was set up for one reason and one reason only, and that's to traffic children? Obamacare. It's the only reason it was set up. What if I told you that they invested so much money, they built 3 supercomputers in the university in Austin, Texas, that a mother can go to her gynecologist, find out that she's pregnant, and the moment he puts in the code, the child traffickers are following that mother, their pregnancy. They know whether she's going to get an abortion, whether she has a live birth. They follow the kid through the first few years of school. They know if it's got blonde hair, blue eyes, or red hair, green eyes, or whatever. And what if they got blood type, DNA, all your medical records? So Obamacare coding system removed doctor-patient confidentiality from the United States and the world. Don't think it just happened here. It happened all over the world in every United Nations country when that was passed. We started it. So it's a 5-digit coding system with over 80,000 codes. We call it medical kidnapping in this country. I have parents that have walked into Phoenix Children's Hospital, and they can be up there talking to their doctor. Their doctor writes stuff down in his notes. He hands it to the medical coding expert in his office. She takes it, she puts it in the computer. CPS and the Superior Court of Arizona leases space in the basement of the hospital. A red flag pops up on the CPS agent's computer down there. She has every medical record, the home address, the parent's name, everything. She can cut, paste, put it on her documents in order to remove. Walk it next door to the judge, have him sign it, get in the elevator, be upstairs within 5 minutes taking the child.
On what ground?
Whatever they want to think of.
Medical.
Yeah.
I heard they lease space in every hospital.
They do.
What?
Every hospital.
Yeah, every hospital.
The courts and CPS, every major hospital in the United States, they lease space. But let me tell you something. I'll tell you what they've told me. They told me all the evidence that we've turned in the last 3 years, it could take the military as long as 10 years just to take care of it. There's not enough people to even take care of it.
What if there were?
Sweetheart, I'm going to tell you there is. And we have a lot of help right now. And we haven't had that help for that long. And I don't really want to talk too much about it, except the one-on-one in private maybe. I'll show you some things. Okay? But we have a lot of help right now. I always knew there was good and evil. I always knew that when people rise into a position of power, a lot of times they get very corrupted and they start committing the 7 deadly sins, and then Satan takes over. But what I didn't know until maybe 5 or 10 years ago is that the whole world revolves around child and human trafficking. Think about what I told you about our birth certificates. We're being bought and sold legally to fund governments all over the world. This is why they can afford to be so bloated, to have agencies. They're only supposed to provide us with 19 essential governmental services and no more. They're providing us with 6,000 and forcing us at gunpoint to pay for it. But they're also using our trafficked selves, our trusts, to fund that. But here's one thing about good and evil, both. They both have to disclose ahead of time. That's the universal nature of law. They have to disclose it. And it's been disclosed for a long time. But we just never noticed. We don't pay attention. That's right.
We didn't know.
No.